This is why I tell South Africans, Ghanaians, Africans that Nigeria is not your mate. Oga, Nigeria is not your mate. South Africa, Ghana, any African country, you cannot do what Nigeria is doing. If you can do, come and do it, let us see. Look at what Nigeria has done now. Nigeria just banned foreign cartoon. Guys, I'm not joking. Foreign cartoons, all these foreign paku, how do you call it in Nigeria? Teng. I don't know the language you use it in your country. All the sangoku, all the whatever cartoon you used to enjoy as a kid that is made by Chinese, made by the Americans, made by the Europeans, all the foreign cartoon that our children are watching. Guess what? Nigeria government is saying that they don't want it anymore. They are not going to accept it on any major TV stations in Nigeria. They are not going to accept it on Nigeria internet space. They are not going to accept it on Nigerians media platforms. That is what Nigeria is currently saying. Some Nigerians are reacting, and I just look at some Nigerians are reacting, and I look at their reaction, and I'm like, this one gets sense. As in, what are you thinking? Look at what somebody said. Like, somebody is treating this information as bad news. You see, that's why sometimes I look at Nigerians and I'm like, some Nigerians, and I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. How can you regard this as bad news if Nigeria decide to ban foreign cartoons, foreign animes, and all these things? When Nigeria banned international models, we all celebrated because it was a good thing. When Nigeria said, we no longer want you people to bring your foreign models. If you have a company in Nigeria, be it an American company, be it a European company, whatever company you have in Nigeria, use Nigerian models to do advertisement for the company. It was a good thing. We celebrated because Nigeria was simply giving value for the local people who are in the modeling industry, who are in the advertising industry, so they can be used to advertise. Only Nigeria in Africa has that privilege. All these small African countries, Ghana, South Africa, all of them, they don't have the capacity to stand. That is why you go to Ghana. You see companies in Ghana. The people doing the advertisement, you see white people doing advertisement on Ghana media, Ghana television. Now white people, they advertise company. White models, foreigners are the ones doing advertisement in their country. Meanwhile, their own local citizens who are into the advertising business, they don't have anything. That is exactly what Nigeria is fighting against. So Nigerians can have the lead. Nigerians can have the advantage. They have taken that from just modeling now into cartoon. Cartoon. Guys, this is very, very good. I am very, very excited, and I wish that all African countries could take from here. We can ban all these Chinese cartoons, ban all these European cartoons, ban all these American cartoons from our children. We ban them all and encourage people to start doing local made cartoon. You know what? The Nigerian government is saying that they are encouraging Nigerians to make local cartoon. As in, Nigerians should start making their own cartoon that will be played on national television, played for children. Which means that this is great because the local content creators who are doing cartoon, they will have a market. They will become more successful. They will make more money. They will become more recognized. Do you know the economic impact of that? More jobs will be created. More skills will be learned. Many youths will be out of unemployment. A lot of benefits and a lot of advantages in terms of the economical advantages and, you know, the money and the opportunities that this ban is going to create for Nigerian citizens. Then you have somebody who come and say, this government go show shege, this government they do. You are not normal if you see this as a wrong move. This is one of the best things so far that Nigeria government is doing to make sure that Nigerians are protected. Yes, in case you don't know. Now let's go into the details. American cartoon, I don't even need Nigerian government to ban it, because if I was a Nigerian, even as I'm a Cameroonian, I wouldn't allow my children to watch American cartoon. I wouldn't want my children to be watching European cartoon. The worst is American Euro. Their cartoon self, they get a man where they like woman. They get Bobrisky inside their cartoon. Can you imagine? American cartoons now have all this kind of transgender, trans kind of life. where man they knock man, woman they knock woman. They are putting it in their cartoon, putting it in their small movies to be teaching children that it's okay for you to become from a man to become a woman. It's okay for a woman. Those are the kind of things you want your children to watch. What about cultural values? What about Nigerian values? What about our African values? These cartoons from America, from Europe, do not help Africa in any way. They are destroying our kids. Yes, they are teaching so many negative things to our kids. They are putting so many terrible things on the heads of our kids. And that's why the government has sat down and realized that this thing, if we don't stop it, it will create a problem for our children. Our children will not understand our culture. Our children will not understand our values. Our children will pick up foreign cultures, foreign values. And it's very, very important that not just Nigeria bans this. African countries in general are supposed to ban it. All African countries. Ghana, Cameroon, South Africa. But as the two mumu, they don't get sense, they don't get power. They don't have the capacity to do this the way Nigeria is doing it. And that's why I'm really sad for African countries. You understand? So this is huge. At the same time, look at what it will bring. It means that Nigerians now will now be making cartoons. So Igbos, you have the advantage now. You can make your Igbo cartoon. Let the cartoon characters be speaking Igbo, teaching Igbo culture, teaching Igbo values to your children. The Yorubas will make their own cartoon. You can teach Yoruba culture, Yoruba values to your children. Make cartoons in Hausa, Nigerian languages, so that Nigerian kids can value Nigerian languages, Nigerian culture. They can be patriotic. It will increase their self-esteem. This is what Nigeria is doing now. Very soon now, Nigerians will take over Africa in animation, cartoon industry, and all of this. Nigeria will take over and become the best in it. And you know what will happen? The other African countries will now be jealous. Forgetting to know that before Nigeria have it, it's because their government work hard, supported them, pushed them to be better. Meanwhile, other African countries, they are sleeping. Instead of them to do the same thing that Nigeria is doing, so that their own countries too can develop, so that their own youths, their own citizens that are creative in that sector can grow. They are busy making noise on social media, following white man like a pig digging the ground in search of gold. I don't know what they worry Africans. You understand? We thank God for Nigeria. This one are better news. Celebrate the government of Nigeria. Celebrate Nigeria. It is what it is. Your boy Ajay Magzi on this one again. Come back anytime you're free, guys. God bless you all. Cheers.